how's it going? This is Tuesday Brew with me, Mr. Tyler Solze, and Loki Amos. How's it going, Mark?
How do? I'm not bad, mate. You alright?
Are you hot?
Fucking mate.
Right, we're in the UK. We've got a heat wave south of England, and it's horrible in this house, isn't it?
Oh.
So apologies for the background noise, but I've got all my windows and doors open. So yeah, we're just gonna have cars going past. You're looking at your new phone, confused, mate.
Yeah, it's error. I'm trying to sign into IMDb, but it's not letting me. Even though I've got an IMDb account. I'm on IMDb.
Yeah, new phones are a bitch.
Yes, mate. Tell me about it.
Ant-Man, we went to see.
Yeah.
So we're going to review that. We'll do it quick, yeah, because it's too hot for sitting around with these headphones on. What we're going to be talking about...
We don't want to cut...
Oh, go on.
No, I was just saying, we don't want to do it too quick, because there might be people that are in cold countries that really want to enjoy this and snuggle up with a cup of tea and a biscuit.
So I'll just talk really slowly then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll review that, and then what's after that?
Oh, we got our normal trailers, news, and what you've been up to.
Yeah, we'll try and get them in the right order this week, because last week I think I mixed them up.
I think
trailers.
news came last, because I remember listening to myself, and I was like,
yeah,
it's about 20 minutes left. And it said, and the news. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, if we do them in the wrong order, I can't then swap them back, because you might reference something
from
the previous...
Enough.
Yeah,
I think it keeps it fresh, it spices things up a little bit.
Yeah, but if we've got obsessive listeners, they're going to be slapping their head like Rain Man every time it's out of order.
Damn it.
Okay, so if you're ready, let's go, mate.
Yes, so, Adam.
Have you nicked my job again?
Yeah.
Introducing the segment.
I'm sitting here waiting for you.
No, go on, mate, you talk, and I know.
No, so obviously we've just seen Ant-Man.
No, we haven't. That's a lie.
No, okay.
Right, we tried to do this podcast, when was it, Thursday night?
Thursday night, yeah.
And we were even hotter, and we were so tired.
Oh, mate, it was gone midnight.
Yeah.
You know, we're sitting here on the sofas, because now we're looking kind of chill out a little bit, chillax, and...
Yeah, I've redone. We're not sitting up at a table no more.
No.
We're just lounging on sofas, which I'm thinking might be a bad thing now.
Yeah, because it gets too cosy and you're just all hot and...
You were like hanging off the sofa Thursday night, going, "What did you think of the film?" But yeah, so we're going to redo our review.
Yes.
Because it was rubbish, the last one. What do you think of it?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good film.
Yeah.
It's not my favourite Marvel film, but it's not one that I'm going to...
What's your favourite Marvel film?
I like Iron Man, the first one.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier is really good.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the Thor Ragnarok.
I did.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was funny.
Yeah.
I don't think it was as good as the last one. The last Ant-Man.
No, I agree with you there.
That doesn't mean it's not good, because I loved the first one.
Yeah.
And I love bits of this one. Do you think it's better than, as good as the first one?
No, I still think the first one's better. It's stronger. You know,
yeah.
I think it had a better villain.
Yeah.
You know,
we've got a
I love the villain in this one.
Which
I think
one?
she looked really cool. Ghost.
Yeah.
I think she looked cool.
Oh mate, I ain't got the screen up. Yeah. I'll do the. I know her surname's Kamen. I'll get it up. We had Walter. Is it Walton Goggins, the actor, who played the other villain, the arms dealer?
Yeah.
He was good.
I like him. Yeah.
He was the transsexual in Sons of Anarchy, right?
Yeah.
He was great in that.
And he was in last film I can really remember.
Quentin Tarantino.
Hateful Eight.
Yeah, he was good in that as well.
Yeah, he was very good in that.
Yeah. Kamen. What's her? Do you know her first name?
Well,
Hannah. Hannah Kamen.
Hannah Johnson Kamen. Hannah John Kamen.
Yeah. She's British, right?
Yeah, British actress.
She had a British accent anyway. Yeah, she was good. She played Ghost. Basically, her history is that Hank Pym's technology. Did her dad work with him?
Yeah, I think her dad worked with him. He
messed up an experiment, didn't he?
It exploded.
And she's messed up. She's quantumly entangled.
She kind of phases that a lot, doesn't she?
She has a special suit to sort of keep her together, but she can walk through walls.
Yeah, which looks awesome when she does it.
Jumping through cars, jumping onto motorbikes. Yeah, that was good. Hannah John Kamen.
I don't think I could phase. I think I'd try to phase and I'd go, I'm going to phase right now and jump and just face plant into the wall.
Get your belly stuck in a car window. Yeah.
Leg through on a motorbike and the rest of me somewhere else.
It's in the trailer that the car chase where she's going through cars.
And she kicks a bloke off the motorbike.
Yeah.
That's quality. Yeah.
And I thought that was very Matrix Reloaded. You know the twins, the albino twins?
Yeah.
Exactly like that. So it's not that original. But maybe they got it from the comic book, mate. But maybe they didn't, because I think this is a new... I think she's an Iron Man villain, Ghost, and it's a man in the books.
Okay.
From memory. But it also had Goliath, Bill Foster, played by Larry Fishburne, who was obviously Morpheus. So that's another Matrix.
A bit of a spoiler. I just thought I would like to see more of this Goliath character.
Yeah.
Because obviously...
It's not a spoiler, mate.
He... They're talking to character, but they kind of compare sizes and how big they got.
Yeah, mate, it's in the trailer. You can talk about how
Goliath's
big did he get?
He got something like 21 foot.
Yeah.
And Ant-Man was like 65.
Yeah.
And he's like, really, 65? I was like, yeah, 65. So I would have liked to see... when he was Goliath, did he have a costume or was he just...
Yeah, he did, mate.
So what did he look like? That's what I would have liked to have seen, because to me, I didn't know what he looked like before.
We did have a flashback of a younger Larry Fishburne.
Yeah.
All the de-aging flashback scenes. I said this the other night, didn't I? They look so good.
Yeah.
If you didn't know they were de-aged, you wouldn't tell the CGI.
Yeah, you wouldn't even think about it, would you?
What have we had? We've had a young Kurt Russell.
Michael Douglas.
We've had a young...
Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, they all look flawless, didn't they?
So, and I think they're getting better, because I remember seeing Robert Downey Jr. in... Oh, damn it. Civil War? Was it Civil War?
Oh, when he was de-aged at the beginning.
He's talking about at the beginning.
Yeah.
About his family life and that. And...
yeah, Civil War.
Still good, but it weren't like... But now, you don't even notice, because we talked about this last week.
I don't think I would have noticed that. if I didn't know Robert Downey Jr. was old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we spoke about this, because we spoke about Han Solo.
Yeah, I remember.
Remember we was talking about, we could have de-aged Harrison Ford.
Yeah, for a whole film.
Yeah, and it would be too expensive.
I said they couldn't do it.
But now they're doing it for Captain Marvel,
yeah, Brie Larson.
And they're doing it for Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, because that's going to take place in the 90s, right? Yeah. So it's got to be a Pulp Fiction age.
And have you seen the set pictures? He's like fatter, he's got hair.
He's got dots on his face.
Yeah.
Which means they're going to be messing with his face.
Yeah. So
I can't wait
quite interesting to see. Cause I read someone saying, is it going to be too much for a whole film? Are we going to notice it? But if you don't notice it for a few minutes, are you really going to pay attention once you get into the story of a film that someone's been de-aged?
Nah. I mean, this isn't going to be...
Unless it was looking like fucking Superman.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I mean, that was very evident all the way through the film. I couldn't take my eyes off his top lip.
I think everyone now in Hollywood is like, right, we want to de-age you, but you got to shave your beard first, mate, because you saw what happened to Henry Cavill, you know.
Yeah, I don't think Harrison Ford would have come back for the whole of Solo. Yeah, let's talk characters. The other night you said it's called Ant-Man and the Wasp, but there was more of the Wasp doing heroin stuff.
I think it was. I always looked at that film, and even thinking about it now, I thought the Wasp had a lot more of the action, a lot more of the story. You know, she's more the hero in this than Ant-Man was.
You got a problem with that? Are you sexist, Mark?
I'm not sexist.
You hate all women?
No. I hate some women, not all women.
Mate, you got to say you hate some men as well.
I hate some men also.
Balance it out.
And children. I hate children.
Yeah, all children. Yeah.
But no.
She was good though, right?
No, she was quality. She looked cool. Her fighting skills were up to par, you know.
I think that's why her name was in the title, because if they just called it Ant-Man 2 or Ant-Man Attack of the Ghost or whatever, that's quite good. No, it wasn't. It was shit.
Attack of the Ghost.
Attack of the Ghost. If it was called Ant-Man 2, she needed to be in the title because she's most of this.
Yeah, I think she
more than half of the.
I felt like Paul Rudd coming back at Ant-Man. Yeah, it was a must. But his scenes were always like she saved him, or you know, even when he was doing something heroic, it ended up with her saving him again. You know, or
I like that. I like that he's not really he's not serious I can't even talk. He's not a serious superhero. He just has seriously amazing powers.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
can go massive and tiny and strong.
Yeah.
But he's really just a normal guy. That's what I
But
like
if
about...
I was Ant-Man,
Yeah.
alright,
Go on.
and then you were the Wasp, for instance,
Go.
I'm like, fuck this, I ain't bothering anymore, because I'm trying really hard, and all you do is show me up.
Yeah.
You know, you got fucking wings, you got blasters, but I ain't got none of that. I can get big or little. But at the moment, I keep getting stuck into certain sizes.
Yeah, we should say that. His new suit is a bit a prototype, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a prototype.
A prototype. So it goes big and small like randomly,
Yeah.
which is funny.
That was a funny scene.
Yeah, it goes like 2 foot high in a school,
Yeah.
and he has to pretend to be a kid and run about the school, which is good.
I would have loved to see I'd love to see how they filmed that, because that was quite interesting. Because like he was jumping up to the door handle, you know, grabbing the handle, running inside, and all of a sudden he'll whack his belt again, and it goes super big, and he's like heading to the ceiling.
Yeah,
And then she helps him. He goes small again.
it was done really well.
Yeah. And then who come up with the idea of putting a hoodie on him? That was just brilliant.
Yeah, and they got the van. They pick him up.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Making jokes.
did you drink your juice box? That was great. Other characters, Michael Pena's back.
Oh, he's great.
Fucking hilarious, man.
If it wasn't
What was that film with him and the Skarsgård fella? The detectives.
oh god.
Doesn't matter. Mate, I'll just click on his face. Look, this will be easy. Movies. Not Chips. He was funny in Chips. Wasn't a great film. You know, it's not come up. Are these in order of popularity? Is that how they do
War
it?
on Everyone.
War on Everyone. There you go. Yeah, he was funny in that.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember seeing that at like a Empire Film Festival thing.
Right.
I don't know, a few years back.
Yeah.
And people were coming out going, did it make sense? 1 minute they've got like modern technology, then they're driving 70s cars.
I think you might have told me about this. It's ambiguous what time it's set in.
Yeah. So I'm not
Purposely.
100% sure, yeah.
They got
I
some old
think
cars
even
in
Michael Pena, when he filmed that, was like, hey man, what's going on? Because like the stuff behind us. No, don't worry about that. You
it.
know.
That's cool.
He wasn't even sure. Which is
There's
good.
a few films like that. I remember It Follows. You kind of think it's a bit dated, and then they got like modern mobile phones.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
compact mirrors that can do shit on.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But I really like Michael Pena in this.
He does his fast talking bit again.
Yeah, that's just so funny.
Which must have been written by Edgar Wright, yeah?
Yeah.
Because that's such an Edgar Wright scene.
Because it's like cuts to of bit different clips of it.
Yeah, so he tells a story, just like the first one. He tells a story, and they replay scenes of his voice coming out of characters' mouths.
Yeah, but what's good about it as well, because you got someone like Paul Rudd acting that out.
Yeah.
He's doing the proper movements.
They do Michael Pena's and mannerisms.
Yeah,
so he has Evangeline Lilly, Paul Rudd. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Talking of talking through other people with your voice. Did I say that right? There's a scene. The whole film they want to get Michelle Pfeiffer back out of the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Because in the first one, she gets lost, doesn't she? So she's
called the Wasp as well, isn't she?
Yeah, she was the first Wasp back in the 80s. While we're talking about back in the 80s, does that mean Hank Pym knows Captain Marvel? You mentioned Captain Marvel.
Yeah, he said it's something about S.H.I.E.L.D., wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if
So
any
he
of these
must have.
characters...
If he was part of S.H.I.E.L.D. back in the 80s, and...
Oh, when's it set? The 90s,
Yeah.
Captain Marvel. Oh, maybe there's no crossover then.
But he obviously knows S.H.I.E.L.D., but he also said before S.H.I.E.L.D. collapsed. Or was that because of S.H.I.E.L.D. collapsed because of...
Hydra. Yeah, there's no S.H.I.E.L.D. now, or Hydra now, is there?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Walton Goggins' character, he says, yeah, S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra are gone now.
Yeah.
So quantum future is the
Tech.
quantum mechanics is the future. There was so much quantum stuff in this.
Yeah.
It got a bit sciencey, didn't
It was
it?
quite good when he you said about it when he referenced. He said, "Do you guys just put quantum in front of everything?"
Yeah.
Which is true, because when you watch this, I don't know half the fucking shit they're talking about. Which is good, because probably half it doesn't make sense.
You know, I heard someone else saying it's too sciencey, but mate, it's quantum stuff. You don't need to know about it. I don't think there's too much.
You just
of it.
go with the flow, don't you?
Yeah. When they say quantum entanglement, you're like, oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
You don't need to know.
I don't question. Go, hold on a minute. What's that about?
People don't sit there watching Big Bang Theory going, it's a bit sciencey, isn't it? I'm not laughing at this.
Yeah.
Well, you're not laughing anyway, because that The programme's rubbish. But what was I saying
People
before?
love it though, Big Bang. I don't know why.
I don't know, man. I thought it was good first couple of seasons. It's funny.
I think it just gets tedious after a while.
Yeah. Bit pantomime, just like Friends. Happened with Friends, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen all Friends a few times now, but
yeah, repeated.
Yeah.
Mate, I had this point. I was on a point. I hate it because I've forgotten now. Do you remember what it was?
We're talking about quantum entanglement.
No, before that.
You were talking about Michelle Pfeiffer's character coming back and Paul Rudd was acting in her body.
That's it. Mate, you've got a good memory. That was like a couple of minutes ago.
Well, it's good memory to yours.
Yeah. So, yeah, she possesses him from the quantum zone.
Yeah.
So, to get these coordinates into a computer. So, the mannerisms are great.
Yeah.
He has his voice, but just with her sort of inflections.
Yeah.
So, he's very effeminate, and he calls his daughter...
Yeah,
her daughter,
like stroking
Jellybean.
Hope's face.
Yeah.
But acting like Michelle Pfeiffer.
And holding her husband's hand, but it's Paul Rudd playing Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
I like that bit.
I think the overall film, there's a lot of really good humour.
He was the best thing about it, again, I think, Paul Rudd.
I think Paul Rudd, as you said a few weeks back, comedy actors are just
I think
good
I say it
actors.
every week. They make brilliant actors.
Yeah. They also we got a comedy from the FBI agent.
He's brilliant.
He cracked me up.
He's great. It's Randall Park. He plays Jimmy Woo, who's FBI, right?
Yeah.
Is he Kim Jong-un in The Interview? The Seth Rogen... He is, isn't he?
He looks like it, yeah.
Anyone who's seen... No, he is. He plays Kim Jong-un.
Yes, it's true. It's true that I have an asshole.
Yeah. He was funny in that. That's the only thing I remember him from. Yeah, he's really funny in this. There's some really awkward sort of comedy moments with him and Paul Rudd, isn't there?
He's in Aquaman as well.
Is he?
Yeah. So
he's jumping the aisle, isn't he? He's going over to DC. You can do that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of Michelle Pfeiffer in this, do you?
No, I thought you were going to get more.
You got the de-aged scenes where she looks amazing. Well, she looks amazing anyway.
Yeah.
It's Michelle Pfeiffer, isn't it? And then at the end, you get some Michelle Pfeiffer. We're going to talk spoilers from now on because it's just easier, yeah?
Yeah.
You did a surprised face then. What
just
was that?
because your wife just turned up without biscuits.
Oh, right. She went for a run.
She went to me the other
And
day.
you gave
I'll
her
have biscuits for you. Oh, I promise. And then we just said to her before she went for a run, can you grab an ice cream? And where's she doing? She's going upstairs.
Oh, look, she's sneaking off.
Without ice creams.
I don't know if she's
She's probably got an ice cream herself and she's fucking off upstairs to eat that.
Was she smiling?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
she
she's
has.
like me. I'd buy chocolate and I'll go and hide somewhere and eat it. So I don't
She
have to
said she
share it with
didn't
my
have any
kids.
money and she weren't going to the shop.
Yeah.
Bastard.
I think she's lying.
Yeah.
We're going out there, she's going to be like hoarded.
Yeah, I'm
going
to find some
chocolate.
empty packets later. Sorry, Randall Park, you liked him, yeah?
Yeah.
He was great. Also, the team are back. Michael Pena and T.I., obviously the rapper. He has like 3 lines, but they're good. And then you had, I got his name, David Dastmalchian.
Yeah.
Right. He's Russian, Eastern European accent. And he's funny in this. Because they're talking about the ghost.
Yeah.
And he says, is it Baba Yaga?
Yeah, the witch.
Yeah, and he starts reciting all these old sort of family folklore tales that his mum used to tell him.
With the creepy music.
Yeah.
And
and they do the music in the background. It's great.
Yeah, so when he does see the ghost, he proper freaks out.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're interrogating Michael Pena's character. And they're giving him...
With the truth serum. Yeah.
It's not true serum.
Yeah, Walton Goggins, who wants the quantum tech for himself.
He wants to know where Hank Pym,
and
Hope are, because they can get back the building, basically.
The building with the quantum...
Because the building, they can shrink the building.
Yeah,
so
people know that, I think. Sorry, he injects Michael Pena with truth serum.
It's not truth serum, mate.
I know, there's a funny... They keep saying it's not, don't they?
Yeah.
But it is.
This is just a concoction that he's made to get the truth out. It says truth serum.
There's
no, it's not truth serum.
Yeah.
And that's brilliant. Because it's just like, it's not delay tactics in their side. It's them just questioning everything. And I think that's brilliant.
I love that because they got some muscle in, and one of the baddies, they come into their office, didn't they? Walton Goggins.
Massive in the background.
Yeah, but they just act like they're not bothered. I mean, they're seasoned criminals.
Yeah.
They didn't really care. They didn't look threatened anyway.
No, not at all. And so that's when that fast talking scene comes on because
Yeah.
they give him true serum. So he starts from the beginning of when he met Ant-Man.
Yeah, but it's even faster talking.
Yeah,
So if you like the jokes in the first film, they do them again, don't they?
Yeah.
But better, I think.
Yeah, I don't think they're kind of
Tiresome.
yeah, because people always go if you rehash a joke, you can tell and it's not as good and it's boring.
Yeah.
Obviously they rehash the style. I think
Yeah.
you know a lot of the style of the
It's the
jokes.
same music, isn't it?
Yeah, and then they put the jokes in, and it's just it feels fresh and it's funny, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you want. You want to go and
Yeah,
enjoy
like
it, you know?
Civil War. We've already seen Giant Man.
Yeah.
A larger version, but they did Giant Man again. I think he was actually referred to as Giant Man, his proper title.
Yeah.
But he's not as big, and
No,
then he's even bigger.
Yeah. I think it
So
went to 85 feet,
Jesus.
which is massive. And
Yeah.
that's one thing I did question because
Go on.
in Civil War he went to 65 feet.
At the airport, yeah.
Yeah, and he fought all the other Avengers.
Yeah.
And then someone asked him about it. Goliath asked him about it, and he said, I slept for 4 days after that. So in this, when he goes 85 feet, while he's 85 feet, he starts getting really
Oh yeah. If you go to a bigger
delusional and
size,
tired.
it's established that you get really tired. Yeah.
Yeah, and he starts losing, go, I'm going to need to lay down for 5 minutes. And I thought, you've only gone 20 feet bigger than... 20
Right.
feet, I just counted my head up and say,
Yeah.
25,
It's
20
good
feet.
mathematics
Yeah.
there, Mark.
20 feet bigger than before.
Yeah.
So I was a bit surprised that it came on so quickly.
Yeah, but he faints, doesn't he? Nearly drowns. He's saved by the Wasp. But
So then he's back to normal again.
Yeah,
He's running around
carries
like
on the
nothing's
action
happened,
scene.
Yeah. He
Okay.
didn't sleep for 4 days.
So a little bit of a plot hole there.
Yeah.
So we had a link to the previous film, which was Infinity War. So this runs parallel to that, doesn't it? The
Yeah.
story, he's done 2 years house arrest, Paul Rudd, since Civil War. So all the Infinity War stuff's going on in the background, right?
Yeah. Which,
It's weird.
yeah, because I think it's odd because he goes to help Hope find her mum.
Yeah. That's the mission in this film,
Right.
isn't it?
And he's risking going to jail if he gets caught.
Yeah, because he comes
for
out,
her.
he leaves the house 3 days early.
But why wouldn't any of the Avengers go, let's call Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Because he could help massively,
Yeah.
in lots of ways.
Massively, literally there, Mark.
Yeah. So, but they don't call him.
No.
So he's in house arrest for 2 years while this is going on.
That's going to explain why him and, well, what's his name? Hawkeye wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Infinity War. Neither was Ant-Man.
Because
he was
think
under house
Hawkeye,
arrest?
yeah, he was under house arrest. I think Hawkeye was with his family, and I
Yeah.
think the reason Hawkeye is going to come back in the next one is because...
Oh, mate, don't spoil it. No, I'm joking. You can say it.
Sorry, I think because when he clicked his fingers, his whole
family's
family
gone.
died. He's
Yeah.
going to go rowing.
Ronin, yeah.
Ronin, that's
You're
it.
right.
Ronin.
Ronan
And he's going to
Keating.
come... Yeah.
He's going to start singing Roller Coaster.
And
Yeah.
he's going to come back looking badass with a proper new suit, because that's what happens when your family dies. You go and ask someone to make you a special suit,
Yeah.
so you don't look like Hawkeye. So you
Can I
go
just
and
say he's
kill people.
definitely Ronin? Because I shouldn't do this, but I spoil films because I click on things that say set photos and I
Yeah.
shouldn't. I might talk a bit more about that later. But yeah, he's definitely Ronin in the next
Yeah,
film.
yeah,
'Cause he's
yeah.
got exactly the same shin guards as the
Yeah.
comic books.
Remember, I saw that picture and I sent you that picture, and he
Was
had
it
his
you?
full-
It's you
yeah.
sending me shit.
Not
I don't
that
know.
one. Not
Okay.
that one. When he's the mask of Ronan and like the armor and the bow and arrow.
But he's got the haircut as well.
Yeah,
doesn't
it
he?
just looks awesome. I was like, that'd
So
be badass.
We're talking Infinity War. There's a mid-credit scene in this film after Ant-Man where he goes back into the quantum realm to collect some quantum energy for Ghost, who's a goodie
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
She redeems herself.
Because basically, Goody is just trying to
Goodie.
Goody. Fuck's sake.
I'll put that word in your head.
The ghost.
Yeah.
All she ever wanted to do was
Sorry, mate. Who's the villain in this film? Oh, Goody.
dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
she needs quantum energy to heal herself.
Yes.
Anyway, he goes in the
That's
mid-
the whole film, isn't it?
Yeah.
She basically just wants that,
Yeah.
and she go get it at all costs. Doesn't
Yes,
matter
there's
who
three
dies.
storylines, isn't there? You've got the funny guys and their truth serum stuff with Walton Goggins, and you've got Ant-Man and the Wasp and Hank Pym's mission to rescue Michelle Pfeiffer,
Yeah.
and then you've got Ghost, who is falling apart because she needs quantum
Yeah,
energy.
she
right?
can't control it like
Yeah.
she used to. The suit's not doing
Yeah.
it what it's supposed to do
No.
anymore.
So mid-credit scene, he goes into the quantum realm to get this quantum energy for her. While he's in there, well, you can explain it.
He's basically in there, and
Who's he talking? He's talking to.
he's speaking to Hank, and he's saying,
Is
"Yeah,
it-
I've got it.
Yeah.
You can pull me out now." And then it kind of goes out, and all you see is ash floating.
Yeah.
And all three of them are gone. So that's Hank, Hope, and Michelle Pfeiffer's character. I can't remember her name.
Janet.
Janet.
Yeah.
So
they've all been wiped out with
Yeah.
Thanos' flick of his fingers.
So he's stuck in there now.
Yeah.
So someone's got to save him.
Right.
But like you said, the only person that's been able to go in there is Doctor Strange.
Yeah, but I was thinking more about that after you left.
Hmm.
Did you see the eyes? You know, he went into the quantum realm in the first film.
Who?
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
You know, he thinks he gets stuck there and he gets out. You can see a shadow of the Wasp.
Okay.
Did you ever see that?
No.
Maybe I watched it on Blu-ray and slowed it down.
Okay.
But so you get a sort of hint for the next film. Just a really... In this one, he goes into the quantum realm in that mid-credit scene, and you can see, mate, it's talking Doctor Strange. You know Dormammu, the baddie in Doctor Strange. Dormammu's that massive face that he fights at the end with the time travelling thing.
Oh yeah, and he keeps
big purple eyes.
Yeah, keeps twisting it.
I don't know. Did I nudge you? Did I say anything in the film?
No, you usually just stroke my knee.
Yeah. So did I stop stroking your knee when I saw those eyes?
Yeah,
there's two eyes. You got Dormammu's eyes in the quantum realm. After the fingers were clicked, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I think Dormammu is going to help him out.
Okay.
But also Janet,
Why is he going to help him out though? Why would he help him? Okay.
Because
your mate, Doctor Strange,
yeah,
tricked me and keeps me in here.
Mate, I haven't read all the comics. I'm not a comic expert, but Thanos is a massive villain. The other that sort of level villain we've seen is Dormammu in Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I think he's got some problem with Thanos changing the universe. I just thought it's definitely his eyes. Do you know what I did? I even went on Wikipedia and changed the Ant-Man Dormammu reference.
Did you?
It says character Dormammu, what films he's been in, and it said video games. It said he's been in Doctor Strange. And I just wrote in character seen in mid-credits. I think someone probably deleted it by now, but it's definitely Dormammu.
Yeah.
And do you remember he's talking to Janet when they send him into the quantum realm at the end? And she goes, "Watch out for the tardigrades." Yeah. You learned what tardigrades were, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
They live everywhere. There's a tardigrade.
I didn't know, so they're on my skin right now.
Everywhere, mate.
It's a horrible feeling, you know that?
Yeah, they're water bears. They're probably in your mouth. They live in like drops of dew.
Mate, it's just making me fucking panic.
I can't believe you've never heard of these animals.
No, because they look like fucking giant.
Yeah, there's a scene
mole
where
rat.
Yeah, they're like weird. They've got two arsehole for a mouth, big old claws.
Yeah, mate, my arsehole ain't got teeth.
For anyone who doesn't, it's not really keeping up with what I'm talking about, because I'm not. They go through the tardigrade fields. Tardigrades are tiny animals that exist in real life. They didn't make them up. Less than a millimetre long. They're like big bears. And she says, "Mind out in the tardigrade fields." And then she says, "Oh, and watch out for time vortexes," something like that. Do you remember any of this?
Yeah,
Am I making this up?
No, she did say something like around those lines.
The only reason I remember it is because I saw that guy's eyes.
Yeah.
And he's got everything to do with time travel. Do you remember that's the only way he's beaten is time travel? She's just said, "Oh, watch out for time vortexes." And he's stuck there. And again, set photos. I've seen set photos of Infinity War 2, Avengers 4, where Ant-Man is back in the New York scene from Avengers. Have you seen those photos?
Yeah. Because they all got like Captain America's got no beard, wearing an old suit.
And they've got these little clicky things on their hands.
Yeah,
which I
they've
think
all got them, haven't they?
Yeah, they're like time travel.
Yeah.
We're spoiling loads of stuff now. We're spoiling Ant-Man, we're spoiling Infinity War.
It is spoilers.
So do you think Dormammu and time vortexes is how he gets out of the quantum realm?
Yeah, maybe he gets sucked in and goes back in time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could that happen? Could he get sucked through? And because she said,
yeah, mate, anything can. When you got time travel, anything's possible.
Because if someone said to me, "Beware of those," I'd be like, "What?"
Yeah.
It's fucking everything's everywhere. I don't know what nothing is. Yeah. So I don't know what you're telling me to watch out for.
Yeah, watch out for time vortexes.
I'd be like, "Oh, that's." You'd be like, "No, that's one of those."
Yeah.
Mouth arsehole things coming for you.
But so he doesn't disappear with the ash, but like you said, the three of them do. Who are outside talking to him.
Yeah.
Did he die? Did he survive because he's just not one of the 50%, or did he survive because he's in the quantum realm? That's just what I wonder what your opinion was on that. Could be either, right?
I reckon it's more to do with him in the quantum realm because
Okay.
have you noticed that the main people who are saved in Infinity War are the original Avengers from the first one?
Yeah, the New York attack. Yeah.
So you got Captain America, Iron Man, Thor,
Black Widow, Hawkeye. Oh no, we don't know, do we, about Hawkeye? But
yeah. So it was Hulk.
Hulk, yeah, he survived.
So it's all like it's kind of like, it's a coincidence. It's not a coincidence because Doctor Strange obviously said this is the only way we can win.
Oh, do you know what? Let's get really nerdy. Yeah. So Doctor Strange saw, this is Infinity War again. He saw every eventuality.
Yeah.
And he let himself die because that was the only eventuality where they can stop Thanos.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does.
So he could have gone into the quantum realm and survived, couldn't he?
Yeah.
If Ant-Man has survived in the quantum realm. Mate, we sound like such fucking nerds.
Yeah, but he didn't go in the quantum realm, though,
no,
did
he disappeared with the ash.
Yeah.
He must have known.
So he might have tried going in there and then it didn't work and then seen that happen or seen him try to fight Thanos and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So as you say, we've seen him fight Thanos once.
Yeah.
Now he's a lot stronger than he was. So maybe this is the only way, as you say, the only way they're going to do it is bring back the original.
What I'm trying to say is Doctor Strange sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
He could have saved himself, but he didn't. So I think Dormammu helps Ant-Man out of the quantum realm with time travel. That's what I think is going to happen in Infinity War 2. Have we got a title on that yet?
Not yet. They're going to do the same as they've done for the last one, hold it back for ages.
Okay.
I don't think we'll get a trailer until...
Is that because the title of Avengers 4 is a spoiler, do you think?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah. Okay.
Some people think it got leaked already.
Oh, really?
But obviously, if it's been leaked, they're just going to change it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Oh, mate, I said this to be quick because we're boiling hot. Give us a rating. Ant-Man, funny, not as good as the first one. You got a thumbs up? Can you give it a thumb?
I'm going to give it one thumb up.
Yeah, I'm
definitely.
going to give it one thumb up.
It's
What did we say the other day when we did the
I kind of
boring...
go on this like weird finger.
Half a thumb up.
Half a thumb,
Yeah.
but it deserves a thumb. The more I think about it, the more I thought about the jokes.
It's lighter.
Yeah, it's lighter.
Less stakes.
The things that stopped me getting a 2-star review was Ant-Man didn't have enough action.
Yeah.
And I know you said last time was, she's trained more for this and stuff.
Hope.
But it's been
Wasp.
how many years? I thought because we haven't talked about this. All right, sorry, because it's been since Civil War. So obviously we've had Ant-Man, then we had Civil War, and then it's been 2 years after that. All right.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get a montage of him going, like, push it to the limit. And he's like, training.
You mentioned this the other day.
I'm Ant-Man. Fucking he gets stronger. But no, he's just fucking around in his house for 2 years.
Instead of getting a Rocky montage, we get it's funny though, we get his house arrest montage.
Yeah.
Where he's reading A Fault in Our Stars. And he's crying.
Even
doing
in
karaoke with himself, playing a drum kit.
Reading a book, yeah. Even in Team America, we have a montage, but it was just a comedy, but he's still trying to work out a little bit. I just thought, if you really want to be a superhero, maybe don't want to be a superhero.
I don't think he does. And I don't think when he's in house arrest, he's doing any sort of training.
No, that's what I'm saying, he should do.
Whereas Hope, I think she's been training a lot longer. I don't know. I liked her action scenes. I'm going to give it a thumbs up as well. So, It should... Sorry, I'm just thinking. It should be like, One Punch Man, where he doesn't train because he's a badass. But Hope is like the cyborg who just works really hard. Yeah. That's what I'd like it to be like. That's a similar relationship, isn't it? So she's got blasters and she's got wings and she can fly.
Yeah.
But she can go big as well, right?
No, she hasn't gone big yet.
No. But let's not get into that.
I just get annoyed because... Sorry, I'm going to say one more thing.
Go on.
She's got blasters and wings, yeah? We established that. We see that. She looks cool. She's flying about. She runs across this blade, the kitchen where someone's fine. That was a good scene in the kitchen when someone tries to get away with the bit she needs, throws the salt pot, makes it big, knocks it out. That's great. And all the up close when she's running through the food and it's like smashing. Cool, Remind me a bit of, is it Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of feel. And that was really good. But he says to her, while he's watching this, Ant-Man's watching this with Hank.
From the van,
you giving her wings and blasters. No, what about me?
Yeah.
And then even though it's a prototype of his suit, it's still no much different than the other
No.
one. Still goes big and still goes small. You know.
He doesn't want him to have blasters and wings, yeah.
Which you kind of think, does that mean he's going to get better powers in the next time? Because they're kind of friends now.
What I like about, the machine he built, Hank Pym, everything he builds is a bit like massive buttons.
Yeah. Do you think that's because he's old and he's bigger buttons?
I think it's because he's not like Tony Stark. Tony Stark stuff's well sleek and modern and futuristic. But all the Hank Pym stuff's like, he uses stuff blown up.
Yeah.
Like that Quantum Realm, Quantum Machine, the tunnel thing, had like big old bulldog clips on it and safety pins.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good touch.
Sorry, I'm going to bring one more thing out.
And then I'm going to do one more after that.
Yeah. So we'll give more thumbs up a minute. I said this, and I'm going to stick to it. I weren't so keen on the giant ants. I don't mind one or two, but it was too many for me.
We had one giant ant at the end of the last Ant-Man film. There were loads in this, weren't there?
And they got loads working, drilling, moving stuff, workers. So basically just slave trade in Hank Pym.
Oh, that was your problem?
Yeah.
That they were modern day slaves?
Yeah. Ants.
My problem was, how do you program an ant to use a fucking drill?
Yeah. But they said that because he goes, don't worry, we've programmed the ant to kind of replicate what you do in your daily routine.
Oh, mate, hang on. So my phone's doing something weird.
So, yeah, you kind of get this routine of what you do, so the ant's going to copy it.
Okay.
Right? And we see
We've not explained that. When he's under house arrest, they get him out early and put his ankle bracelet on an ant that's programmed to watch TV,
yeah, so
sing
karaoke.
TV,
karaoke, and then he's sitting there playing the drums, which was in the trailer.
Yeah.
And not everyone, because loads of people still leave at the cinema.
Oh,
but everyone left, and we all waited right till the end, didn't we? And we're sitting there, and what happened, Adam? Tell them.
That little scene of a giant ant playing an electric drum kit from the trailer that I thought was a dream sequence.
Yeah.
That's what happened at the end. That was the post-credits trailer.
So I think people were annoyed.
So I'm going to stop sitting around for that.
Yeah, because... And then we're going to be
I know you like Thor Ragnarok, didn't you? I did as well. But the post-credit scene for that was just Jeff Goldblum, God bless him, just saying a line.
God bless him, he's not dead, is he?
No, God, not rest in peace. God bless him, I can say.
Oh, it just sounds like you mean like God bless him.
No.
She didn't die.
He's a great actor, but I waited around for that in Thor Ragnarok, and that was not worth it.
I think they're getting to the point where they're just doing stupid things.
Should we do mid-credits and then fuck off next Marvel film?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sitting there waiting around.
Yeah.
It's like hold on. Sorry, I said.
You said one more thing.
Yeah, I know, but this just made me think about mid-credits. I remember going to see Deadpool 2 with you, yeah? And we left, all right? And my wife wanted to sit, so I took her, and we went out with a couple of friends, and I brought these guys along, and they sat down with us.
Yeah.
I said, we've got to wait till the end credits. I've got to wait till... And all it was the Juggernaut song, all right? And I just wanted to hear it, and they were like, fuck's sake, Mark. And I'm like, no, I just want to hear it. It's funny, wasn't it? And they're like, yeah, whatever. Go on, what was you going to say?
No, we're going to end this review, but... Right, they're shrinking buildings and pulling them along.
Yeah.
Right. Things don't get lighter when they get smaller. The whole point is you have the same density.
Okay.
Well, no, different density, same weight, power. So your strength's enhanced.
Okay.
So if you shrink a building, it's still fucking heavy. But, they drive this car. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
A little car, Matchbox car, cannot go the same speed as a full-size car.
It should go small, go... Yeah.
It would go the speed to scale, which would be fucking slow.
And
there's loads of stuff like that.
Saying that I'm sorry, I'm pointing at you like it's a
know.
Listen to me, Ad.
Mate, I didn't write this film.
Right? Because in the first one, they've done that with the train. Thomas Tank in it. When it's down, they're small, it's going, woo, flying towards them. But when it goes big again, it's just really slow, and the little train hits them and kind of falls over.
Yeah.
In this car's going fucking full speed around
these little
everywhere.
wheels on this Matchbox car could not go fast enough to keep up with
No.
Yeah. That's just me being really picky. But also, he can take his mask off and be at different sizes.
Yeah.
I thought the whole point is that the suit is contained so he doesn't run out of air or can breathe normal air. I don't know. Fucking hell. We're being really picky.
His body's got to adjust to it.
I
guess. If you're fucking... I'm saying this big, like my fingers.
Yeah.
They're really small. Your breathing's... Is it going to be different?
Mate, I can't be bothered to go into it.
The particles in the air are going to be bigger.
You can't be Ant-Man and breathe normal air. That's why he's got the suit, I think. Yeah. Anyway, mate, one thumbs up from me.
And one from me.
One thumbs up from you. Let's do some trailers here.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheers, mate.
Check it out.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Oh, no, it's not the end. We're coming back. See you in a bit. Fuck me. Okay, man. Trailers. Did you see the one I was waiting for this week? Was Venom. Sorry, Venom. I still can't talk.
Yeah.
Vellum. Did you see that?
Vellum.
But did you see Hunter Killer? Gerard Butler.
Unfortunately, I did.
You didn't like it?
Nah.
Mate, it's just military propaganda bullshit again, right?
Yeah, and it just looks cheap.
Cheap, yeah?
Yeah, I think it looks cheap.
I think it looks cheesy.
Yeah, cheap, cheesy, and...
So we've had, this is a submarine film, isn't it?
Mm.
So U-571, even though it was a big fucking lie and it was actually British people in real life, still a great film. Remember that? Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, quite a few years back now.
Yeah, it's good though, man. And obviously Hunt for Red October and Crimson Tide.
Yeah,
following along from those, this looks 10 times worse, doesn't it?
The problem is, I kind of get a bit annoyed because I look at Gerald Butler now and think, you just do shit recently.
Yeah,
you
B-movie actor now.
Yeah, even like, what was it? London Has Fallen.
Yeah, that was alright, wasn't it?
I didn't really like it because I think the first one I liked.
Do you know what I'm thinking of? White House Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Channing Tatum.
That was better. Yeah.
The first one he done was alright.
And then they did
Fallen.
That's it, yeah.
Then it was London Has Fallen.
Yeah.
They're going to do a third one, supposedly.
Oh, they fuck off.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we've seen that. Did you see? Oh, sorry, my dog's chasing my cat. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. She gets so annoyed.
Cat's bigger than a dog.
What was the last Gerard Butler film I saw was the one where he's in space and they've got satellites changing the weather.
Oh, mate, I didn't bother watching Geostorm.
Do you even remember what it was called?
Geostorm.
Just loads of shit.
I didn't watch that because it just looked pony.
Mate,
so I was
I'm
like,
glad you didn't because it's absolute fucking rubbish.
Yeah, and I just like, I'm not watching that.
Yeah, so this...
I can't do it to
No,
myself.
this film is similar, I think.
Yeah, and,
it's the timing of it, though. This is about a US sub going to rescue a Russian president.
okay.
So there's the whole US-Russia stuff going on at the moment, It's not a coincidence. So the timing's weird. I think it's just military propaganda. And it's going to be political, isn't
It comes out in November.
Right.
It's got Gary Oldman in it.
Yeah.
I like Gary. My old buddy Gary.
Yeah.
We're good friends.
You got a favourite Gary Oldman film?
Oh, I always loved him in Leon.
Yeah.
He's great in that. Great in True Romance.
Yeah.
I like when he does things a bit quirky now.
Yeah, Fifth Element was proper quirky.
Great, yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
But he's a great actor. Gerald Butler's done some good roles. But I think Gary Oldman's more probably a bit part. He's not a massive part in it, I don't think.
Nah.
Who I thought had a lot more roles was Common.
Yeah.
Had a lot more roles. Had a lot more involvement in this film.
The
last film I saw him in was John Wick 2.
Yeah, he had a lot of lines in this trailer.
But he just doesn't sound like he'd be like a general or someone in charge.
No, okay.
I just think, so maybe that threw me a little bit.
You said it looked cheap. I think effects-wise, it's big budget, right?
Yeah, but every time it exploded, I just thought that looked shit.
Yeah.
When I see the explosion, I was like, no.
It just looks like the same old action movie.
So what was your overall thought of it? Did you kind of this looks cacky?
As soon as I started watching it, I thought this would be rubbish.
Yeah.
Just because it's the same old military bollocks.
Yeah.
Let's do some Russia stuff because that's political, that's relevant.
And make it dramatise everything.
Yeah, but it's all like a bit over the top. But there was a scene right at the end where the music sort of fades. Oh, talking of music, they do that.
Yeah.
Which that fucking noise is in every action trailer, and I can't stand it.
Like a transformer.
It's a transformer noise, yeah. Anyway, the last shot is a load of bomb goes off, and a load of bombs go off, and the submarine's going through the cloud.
Yeah.
And then it comes through the cloud. I'm like, what else is going to come out of that cloud? That's an interesting shot.
Like,
trailer ends.
Yeah.
It's just the submarine coming out of a cloud. That's the most anticlimactic trailer I've ever seen. So I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of think. I hope something else is on that week.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that.
We're
going to see something on Netflix or Amazon Prime or something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I think sometimes you get these directors come in. These directors come along and they want to make a big budget film like this.
Yeah.
And they feel like they need to put explosions after explosions, like they've watched too many Michael Bay films.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so he's a first-time feature director.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But then I've seen feature directors do first-time features, and they're amazing.
Get Out. It's great. Yeah.
So, Quiet Place.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
So you don't have to do all these explosions to make something interesting. You just got to have a good idea, got a good story or something.
Yeah.
And be able to
mate, that is a good point. Venom, mate, did you see that?
Yes, I did watch
trailer
Venom.
number 2.
Yeah, I watched Venom, mate. I didn't really enjoy the first trailer.
No, is this any better?
A little bit, not much.
Yeah.
There's certain bits I really liked about it. I liked when I see him transform a little bit in his face and his eyes. When Venom kind of comes out and looks at him and starts speaking to him.
Yeah, did you like the voice?
The voice sounds quality. The only thing I would say, it reminds me of a lot of an old martial arts dubbed movie. Because every time he spoke, it didn't line up with what he was saying. I didn't notice it with the actors though. I noticed it with him.
Yeah.
So maybe put it back on and have a look. But
the voice of Venom didn't line up with his mouth.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that because he never closes his lips because his teeth are so massive. Yeah. So he wouldn't sound like that. He'd sound like...
Yeah.
But Tom Hardy does both voices, right? Excuse me, I'll just burp.
Okay, I didn't know that. I think he sounds cool when he's Venom.
Yeah. He does a weird...
I don't think he sounds good when he's not Venom.
It's set in San Francisco, but he's got the... Eddie Brock is from New York, so he's got that New York accent, which it's a bit of a different accent for New York, isn't it?
Mm.
And he sounds a bit dumb and innocent and like he's quite a gentle bloke.
Yeah.
Which I suppose they're using like the contrast to Venom, who's a
But then
badass.
I think, you kind of see this and he's speaking, and the first thing I thought of when I saw this trailer was when Tom Hardy came out at an expedition kind of thing. I don't know what's called. Expo thing, saying we're going to make you the best movie we can. This is going to be awesome. And I was like, watching this going, you're lying, man.
Yeah.
This could be so much better.
He has to do that.
Yeah, I know, but then I'm thinking he's lying. And I'm just hoping that he's not an anti-hero.
This could still be he is an anti-hero.
I don't want that, though.
But you like Batman.
But I love Batman, but maybe because I don't read Venom and I don't know much about him. But I always read, whatever I've read of him, he was a bad guy.
Yeah, Venom is the most popular villain in Spider-Man. He was the most popular superhero ever.
Yeah.
But we haven't got Spider-Man, have we? They're trying to do this Spider-Man-less Spider-Man universe, right?
Yeah.
Venom is just like the comics. I think they've done it really well for fans of the comics because that's what he looks like.
He looks good. He looks so much better than the Spider-Man 3.
And the voice, Well, this is the oddest thing. Spider-Man 3, Venom came from Peter Parker. That's why he's got the Spider-Man logo.
Oh, okay.
So because they can't use the Spider-Man logo on Venom, they just do like the white veins.
Oh, okay.
Which looks quite cool. And I like how it heals his broken bones and that. Do you see that scene?
Yeah.
That's cool. So yeah, I think it's very much like the comics. But I think it could still be a good film, but there's a huge sort of chance that this is going to be rubbish.
Yeah.
Because Sony just can't do that anymore, can they?
That's why they kind of let Marvel take Spider-Man, because they knew Spider-Man needed to be done properly.
Did you see the text? It's like, we don't need any more superheroes.
No, I didn't see that.
No, it's over the top. So I'm guessing there's no real superheroes in this film.
No, because the baddie is Riot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got Riot in there and
Riz Ahmed, yeah.
I like him.
Who Riz Ahmed?
Yeah. And the TV shows and that I've seen of him. I can't remember what it's fucking called, but he was really good in his TV series about
the
cabbie who gets arrested for
with the lawyer.
Yeah.
The Night of.
Yeah,
he was good in that.
That was good.
Riot looked very similar to Venom in this.
Yeah, it was hard to distinguish who was who.
Because Carnage,
properly. You could tell who they were, but like when they were fighting, they kind of break apart. So you kind of see Tom Hardy and you see Riz Ahmed, characters, and then who the what's it called?
Symbiote.
Yeah, what they are.
That's the thing. I think Riot is that colour, but if they'd use Carnage, who's bright red. I
reckon the Carnage something is going to happen with Carnage because there's supposedly 3 vials with each of them in. Venom, Riot, and Carnage is going to be one of them. Yeah,
Venom does a lot of talking. He has that sort of sarcasm he has from the comics. Venom, it means a totally different character than Eddie Brock in this trailer. and he talks to this robber. Says he's going to eat his arms and legs and that.
Yeah.
And then Venom goes away, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's without the suit, and you can't see any of it on him. So
where's he go?
I always thought he was always on him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's tucked around the small of his back
and his pocket
between his butt cheeks. Yeah.
He says he's going to eat him. All right.
Yeah.
But he reveals half his face to see Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie. And so if he's going to eat the person, does that mean Eddie eats him as well?
Yeah.
So he would be constantly full up.
It's kind of weird what happens to a human inside a symbiote, because they don't really stay together. Do you know what I mean? It's really weird. When the symbiote comes off, you've got a full human.
Yeah.
But obviously Venom's got this massive mouth. I don't think Tom Hardy's mouth opens like I don't know. But you see him with the face off in the comics, and I think it's on his back. A lot of stuff come out of his back, didn't he, in this trailer? So I'm guessing Venom lives on his back. Yeah, but he in that scene where he says at the end there, Venom reveals half of Tom Hardy's face.
Yeah.
I think Tom Hardy smiles there.
Yeah.
So he's obviously starting to get into that.
Yeah, like the dark side.
Yeah, the dark side. That's it. And this has got to be an R-rated film.
Yeah.
You reckon? Yeah.
I hope
Can't go around eating people.
Yeah.
And little kids watching it.
But he does look cool. I think it'll be good.
So Hunter Killer, I don't want to see.
Good. No.
But this, do you want to see this?
I'll see Venom, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, mate.
So we'll give it a try.
Yeah, just a couple of trailers this week. Check them out. We'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, just sorry.
Yeah, mate, go on.
If you've seen these trailers, you want to let us know what you think. You know, hit us up on Twitter at Tuesday Broadcast. You know, let us know your thoughts. If you're looking forward to seeing them. If you're not, why? I'd love to know why.
Yeah. Okay, mate, back with some news. Okay, mate, so some news I saw this week is the Shining sequel, Doctor Sleep.
Okay.
I've read the books, The Shining, obviously. I've seen the film The Shining. I think this is going to go from the books because
it's set after The Shining.
Yeah, Danny, the little kid from Shining, he's grown up.
Okay.
And he uses his Shining, his abilities, to go around sort of helping people on their deathbeds and that, so that he gets the name Doctor Sleep.
Ah.
Yeah, but he's kind of turned into his dad.
What, going a bit crazy?
Well, just alcoholic, yeah, going a bit nuts. But yeah, we got. I mentioned this because we talked Stephen King last week, and then a couple of weeks before that, I talked a really good episode of Westworld, where you've got the Native American character,
okay,
played by Zahn McClarnon. So he's going to be in this Doctor Sleep. The reason I say it's going to be based on the books is because, do you remember Dick Hallorann? He was killed in the film by Kubrick, but he survived in the books.
Okay.
So I'm assuming this isn't going to be a sequel to Stanley Kubrick's film.
It's going to be like a standalone.
Yeah. I think that's good because Stephen King didn't like Stanley Kubrick's version of his book,
Yeah,
did
he
he?
preferred the TV version or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think he just preferred his book. He didn't like the characters, didn't like the actors, did he?
No.
I think he's going to be involved with this one.
Do you think he still stands by that now, even though he knows how much of a classic it is?
I think if you've written a character out of your own head, I mean, he hated the casting of Jack Nicholson, and the book is very different, and the characters are very different.
I've wrote a few short scripts, all right, and other people have directed them, all right. And I'm honest, I get annoyed with it, right, because I'm like, I wrote it this way, and you're fucking doing it wrong. You're not supposed to be done like that, or the humour's not coming how I wrote it, or.
Well, you put everything into it, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then someone else messes around with it.
Yeah,
anyway,
so I can see the point why he wouldn't like it.
I bet he doesn't watch it regularly. So this guy McClarnon, he was great in Westworld. He's going to play Crow Daddy, who's a member of the True Knot. There's this like group of psychic vampires. They're not vampires. They're just sort of suck the shining out of people.
Yeah.
And he's the right-hand man of Rose the Hat, who's going to be played by Rebecca Ferguson, which, as we said last week, it's not the
Singer.
X Factor runner-up or winner.
Oh, yeah, who I'm on.
It's the actress from Mission Impossible. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
So, and Ewan McGregor's going to be an adult Danny.
Okay.
So we've got some big actors as well.
Okay.
No, you don't like that?
I don't know.
Ewan McGregor?
I
think he's versatile enough.
Yeah. I liked him in things like Train Spotting.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't like him in Star Wars.
Did you like him in the Train Spotting sequel?
Yeah, I thought he did good.
I thought that was a great sequel.
Yeah.
Because I get so worried about.
Do you think people would need to read the book?
No. Well, don't now.
Yeah.
I always say that, didn't I? I say the book will spoil the film.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think there's been enough time since when I read it than seeing this film, which is out.
I think this film will
next year.
come out. So if this is about Danny when he's older,
Yeah.
you don't have to have seen The Shining to know who he. You won't need to know about his
Nah,
past.
I don't think. No, because it's going to be nothing to do with the original film. So, yeah.
Would you be a bit fucked up though from what that happened in your life?
But are they going to have to do flashbacks? I don't know. They got someone else playing Wendy Torrance, Danny's mum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to the film. To be fair, The Shining was a great book,
Yeah.
and the film was brilliant,
Yeah.
even though it was different. Doctor Sleep is not a good book by Stephen
Yeah.
King. That's just my personal opinion. But so I'm hoping this film will be better.
They must have some idea where they want to go with this.
Yeah.
And
Gerald's Game. That was my point. He's
Gerald's
done
Game.
Stephen King already. Did you see Gerald's Game?
Yeah, that was a Netflix TV
It was good.
film. Yeah, I
So,
didn't see series. Yeah, that was good.
Would you like a sequel to The Shining by Gerald's Game director?
Yeah, I rather they just called it Doctor Sleep, and not the sequel of The Shining.
I think they're just going to call it Doctor Sleep.
Yeah, because
But they're gonna have to sell it.
yeah, but
aren't they?
who are they selling it to?
People
How old's the film?
Fans of The Shining, I suppose.
Yeah, but then they're always talking about trying to make movies nowadays to
Yeah.
bring in a younger audience. Instead of just saying, fuck the younger audience, let's bring in who we know is going to watch it.
Yeah.
And hopefully the reactions from them people will bring in other people, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The younger
I know what you
audience. Because they always try to make films now to...
Well, that's why a lot of Stephen King films, they say Stephen King's and whatever it is, because they want people to know what it is, basically.
Yeah.
But I like Gerald's Game. Freaked me out.
Yeah,
that
that's good.
freaky bloke
Yeah.
sucking on her toes, and the degloving scene. Oh, it freaks me out.
Yeah, that's good.
Because my mum, she works in surgery. She always used to tell me about bicycle accidents,
Yeah.
people degloving. I was like, Mum, what do you mean degloving? Oh, just when they take their skin off their hand like a glove. I'm like, oh God. And
The
there
thought
was,
of it's horrible, you know?
yeah, and we had to see it, didn't we, in Gerald's Game? We had to see that
Yeah.
woman take her. Oh God.
Just
Anyway,
so she get out.
I like that. Oh, Hush. He did Hush. You remember that deaf woman in a remote cabin?
yeah, that was good, that film.
So he's definitely done horror. Like
I remember
decent.
talking to someone about that, and they went, it's pointless because no one spoke for fucking ages.
That was the best thing about it.
I said, that's great because she's deaf.
Yeah.
So he could bang on a window, she couldn't fucking hear.
Yeah. Anyone who hasn't seen Hush, go see it. And Gerald's Game, obviously. Hush, the woman's deaf, and it's like a home invasion. So basically, he can invade the home,
Yeah.
and he does things like stand behind her. She doesn't know he's there.
Yeah.
It's freaky, man.
I like stories of Stephen King. We were speaking about this last week that he's done some amazing stuff.
Yeah. Not just horror. Yeah.
No, it's a lot of films that have been adapted from his work has been great,
Yeah.
and I've enjoyed a lot of them. So like Gerald's Game, and there's the other one on Netflix called 1922.
I've not seen that.
No, I've not seen
read
it yet.
any of that. So
I've got that on my watch list.
yeah.
Then you had things like The Mist, great
Yeah.
film. Stand
I love
by
that
Me,
film.
Cujo.
Yeah.
Films. Some of them are great.
Well, I always say books generally are better than the film, and books tend to ruin films. Not ruin them, but I read Jurassic Park before I watched Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I would have loved Jurassic Park way more than I do if I hadn't read the book.
Yeah.
Because you're just looking at differences.
I read the first Dark Tower. All right.
Yeah, that's an exception. I think.
Yeah.
I think
Then I watched the film and I was like, oh, why are you rushing this?
Yeah.
It annoyed me.
Okay.
So I feel like people don't need to. Something like that should be in a TV series.
I'll give you an example. Jurassic Park. There's a great scene where Alan Grant and the kids are in a dinghy.
Yeah.
And they get attacked by a Tyrannosaurus. And all I did, because I was quite young, all I did was sit in that film waiting for them to get in a boat. And they never did. And I
Yeah.
felt cheated. But obviously an older me now realises they can't put
Yeah.
everything from the book into a film.
You can't get away.
Yeah.
I'm in a dinghy.
Hey, that's the bit of news I saw this week. you got anything? No?
Mate,
No, it's
do you
fine.
know, there's not much that real interesting news. All I read
Go on.
was that Winnie the Pooh
Oh, are you going to say this?
has been banned in China.
Mate, I love that. That's so hilarious. do you know why?
Because it's supposed to look a bit like his president. Or their president.
Yeah. Is it President of China? Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, someone told him he looked like Winnie the Pooh. And he's got a fucking obsession about it now. So he's banned all like images of Winnie the Pooh.
Which is mad, because he doesn't
It's
look like
madness.
a fucking teddy bear, does
Yeah.
he? Especially a vintage teddy bear.
That's a huge market, China, isn't it?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
that film to make some
I
dollars.
thought that if it was anything, it was going to be like, it's been banned because he wears no pants.
Yeah.
You know, it got banned in other countries because of that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
No
and-
Donald Duck then.
Yeah. Which is silly, you know. But, yeah, so I read that and I was just like, that's bollocks. You can't do that, can you? If someone does, so you're saying if like our Queen didn't like something, she could ban it?
Well, I don't think the Queen's got no power to do anything. But yeah, say our Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, our Prime Minister looks like Quentin Blake drew her. Do you know what I mean? Don't you think? Yeah. So that is a bit sad, isn't it?
I can't stand people in politics, so fuck them all. So I didn't bring much news this week. It's
That's
just,
all right. Well, it's a quiet week.
I've been painting this week, so I didn't get much time.
Oh yeah. Did you get it all done?
Yes, I did.
Did
It's
they?
like,
Was it dry by the time the kids got back?
Yeah, luckily because of the fucking heat wave, mate, it dried really quick. It was
Yeah.
like, you remember them and the housing renovation programs? They'll be back in 6 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit. And I'm fucking rushing around painting these corners. I dropped the paint onto my carpet.
Oh
Alright.
shit!
And I was cleaning it and scrubbing it. I was like, fuck.
That don't come off right.
It's got like a
Is it
kind
emulsion?
of, yeah, it's kind of a weird patch. It's like really
okay.
light white on a
fair
cream
enough.
carpet. So, but
You're right,
I
though.
put a bed over it, so no one
Those
can see it.
TV shows, 60 minutes. Who wants their house done in 60 minutes? It'd be a fucking shit.
You will- Don't touch anything.
Just do it slower and more.
I just like to see the after, you know, when it's all finished and all the wallpaper
Yeah.
just falls off and
Yeah.
the doors fall off. Yeah, and foots go through floors because nothing's set. Tiles move, you know, yeah, very
Yeah.
good. That'd be fun.
Oh, at least you got it done. Should we do some what you been up to?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, mate, you've been doing some reading this week. What you
Ooh.
been up to?
Okay, after reading Huck by Mark Miller,
Yeah.
I decided to pick up the Reborn. It's not the Reborn, it's Reborn, book 1.
I saw that noise.
Oi!
My dog dreaming.
Just like that, you woke me up.
She's looking at you like, are you part of my dream?
Hello.
It's a nightmare.
I'm a man-child.
Okay, mate.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I've been reading Mark Miller's Reborn.
Yeah.
With art from Greg Capullo. Is it Capullo? Capullo?
I think you're right. Capullo, yeah.
Yeah,
Greg
who
Capullo.
I think he done some of Batman.
Yeah.
So the artwork in this is incredible. I think it's brilliant. It looks
Yeah,
great.
this is a fantasy book, so you've
Yeah.
got some crazy looking illustrations in there.
Some weird shit, but it's just so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I read this in like one go. I think I had to stop myself finishing it.
So you read that in one go?
No, I didn't read it in one go. I wanted to read it in one go, and I read about 3/4 of it, and
Yeah.
I literally had to force myself to close the book because I just brought it,
Yeah.
and I thought if I read this all in one go, I've just spent 10 quid on a book, and I've only had it 10
You want
minutes.
to get the most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to keep it a little bit longer and
Well,
read a bit in a few
That
days.
is a sign of a great book if
Yeah.
you can't put it down.
So it's basically about it starts with an old lady, right?
Yep.
And she's in a kind of care home, being looked after because she's had stroke before.
This sounds like a terrible comic, doesn't
Yeah.
it? If you were telling this to someone, oh, I've got a
So-
great graphic novel. It's about an old lady and old people's home.
Who has a stroke, and she has a stroke, and she dies.
Right, that sounds great.
Okay, so that's the story. Wicked. No, she dies, and basically she's reborn
Ah,
into her younger self, which is in her 20s.
yeah.
She looks great.
Can I just say, Reborn, right? I was way into that book before I realised why it was called Reborn.
Yeah.
And it's on the first few pages.
Yeah, yeah.
She's reborn into, a younger version of herself.
Of herself.
Yeah.
And basically, everyone who dies
On Earth.
on
Yeah.
Earth comes to this new world, which you are reborn into some part of your previous existence. So, like her dad was reborn, but as a child. She was reborn as a young lady in her 20s.
Yeah.
You know, she's talking about, you know, oh my God, I can't believe, you know, my age and stuff, and they go around.
If you're mid-30s, we're mid-30s. If we died, we'd wake up in this other world.
But we don't know how old we'll be. But we could be. You could be 15.
I could be a baby.
8. Yeah.
You could be like 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be pissed
Well,
if I woke up.
I would have been 90 because I didn't live till I was 90.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
I think the point is, like, her best friend died.
Yeah.
And she came back, and her husband came back, but he came back like he's really old, so he didn't have long on this new world.
Okay.
So he died.
But you don't come back older than you were when you died.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't even think of that. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think so. And so basically she comes back into this new world. So she wakes up in this new world, and she wakes up in this battle.
Yeah.
And when she wakes up in this battle, a man grabs her, throws her to the floor to save her. And then all the baddies panic, saying she's here, the one she's been waiting for. And they all retreat.
Or like a prophecy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she is this saviour they've been waiting for, because in this new world you have good and evil.
Yeah.
All right. So it's like a bit like heaven and hell. So you got all the good people come to this one place, and all bad people go to the other place. And when I say people, it's not just people, is it? It's cats, dogs. Which that's the only thing that threw me. The cat talks in this, but the dog don't.
Yeah, that is weird.
Even though
family,
the dad understands the dog, but he doesn't speak.
The animals come back just larger versions of themselves, or like anthropomorphized. So the cat's like stands up on it's like a human with a cat's head. Yeah.
And he's a villain.
Yeah,
so
because
her cat's,
I love why he's a villain.
Yeah. His cat's a villain. Why, Adam? Why is he a villain?
Because this old lady that's come back as a young queen, she owned this kitten in its normal life.
Yeah.
And had it spayed or neutered.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm going to take revenge for taking my testicles. Yeah.
Which is a valid point, really.
Yeah.
I think if someone took my testicles, I'd go after the fuckers. So she's brought back in this world, and the bad side are trying to take over the good side.
Yeah.
And she has to help defeat the bad side.
Yeah, so she comes just in time, right?
Yeah. So the prophecy, she's from the prophecy that they've all been waiting for. So she, on this quest, she goes on this kind of quest to find her husband before she helps defeat the evil.
Yeah, there's like a devil guy, isn't there? She's like the queen of the good side, and there is an opposite devil of the bad side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got some kind of connections, these people. And obviously she doesn't know what her husband looks like because she doesn't know how old he is in this world.
Oh, yeah.
So she goes on this kind of mission to find him, and in this mission kind of spirals into different scenarios. Yeah. I think I'm trying to explain it right. It's hard to explain.
Yeah,
it's really hard
you'll end up giving it away.
Yeah, I don't want to give nothing away because
just talk about, it looks insane. Yeah. It's like fantasy and sci-fi, and there's like forest worlds and mountainscapes.
Yeah, like there's a picture on one of the images. It was an issue 3 cover of her riding her pet dog from when she was a child. And they got like battle armor on. It reminds me of it like He-Man.
Yeah, there is a lot of He-Man.
Yeah, and then you got like orcs and demons and just murderers and killers.
Yeah,
are in a bad world, and they all like this sort of violence, so they want to hurt her and her family.
People come back different ages. They also come back different sizes.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
Like her best friend comes back as the fairy queen.
Yeah. Well, there's fairies in this as well.
Yeah, and she, as the fairy queen, she's like a giant.
She's massive, yeah.
Absolutely massive. And fairies are like little, and they kind of fly around listening to everything. They're kind of like your nosy neighbour, and they can pass on messages and stuff like that.
There's some anti-religious, well, not anti-religious, but her best friend who comes back as this queen of the fairies, she was very Christian in real life. So she was waiting to meet her husband. She was waiting to meet Jesus, wasn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
So she's really fucking depressed that you've gone to this new world. Like, everything she'd learnt about religion in her life was bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's quite an interesting
I thought that was great because
Yeah.
I think it's true. Like, you don't know what's on the other side.
No one knows, yeah.
And people are like, no, there is a Jesus. Oh, we don't know.
Yeah.
Right? So reading this, when I was reading this, I was like, oh my God, is this really going to happen like this?
Yeah.
Am I going to be reborn into a younger version of myself? And am I going to be the prophecy? You know, I doubt I'll be the prophecy. I'll be like a farm boy, you know.
Yeah.
But I like the idea that you're kind of reborn into something else or somewhere else. You know, you don't live on the same planet twice.
Yeah, and you sort of you miss people who die in your life, and you can possibly meet them again, but not necessarily in the same circumstances.
Yeah,
we won't go into it in the book.
I believe they can do another one. I think they're going to do another one.
Yeah,
and it'd be interesting to see read another one. You know, I know Netflix have kind of brought all the own Millerworld now.
Millerworld, yeah.
So there is a chance they're going to make this into a film or a series, something like that. You know?
Yeah.
And if it did, if it's done properly, it could be great.
Oh, mate, you need a big budget behind that.
Yeah, and it'd be mental. And they got the money to throw away, Netflix.
Yeah.
That'll throw around.
They got when they're travelling to the Dark Realm, there's a page of them just moving across these landscapes. One of them, they're just walking over snow, and there's a massive robot underneath them.
Yeah.
Just really, and then the next page, next frame, is just these wizards holding up this massive wave on the beach.
Yeah.
Just really random fantasy stuff. It looks amazing.
People love it. If you love graphic novels, you love comics, check it out. Reborn. You can buy it all now. I picked it up off Amazon for $10.
Yeah.
You know, so definitely worth picking up.
Yeah, definitely give it a read, and then watch the film or series when it comes out.
Yeah.
Right, mate.
What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? The Outlaws. This is a film from last year. It's I say South Korean. I always say Korean films.
Yeah.
But when I say Korean films, it sounds like some Kim Jong-un propaganda film.
Yeah.
So South Korean films, which we love, don't we?
Yeah, I love Korean
We've seen
films.
loads. The Outlaws was last year. It's one of the best crime, thriller, action movies out there. It's just perfect.
Okay, cool. I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it? Definitely see it. So I won't spoil it for you or anyone listening. But I'm going to go through. It's based on true events in 2007, I think it was, where you've got the Garabongdong and Guro districts in Seoul, you know, the capital of Korea, South Korea. Keep saying South Korea. But you've got gangs coming over from China, and basically the serious crime squad have to just keep the peace.
Yeah.
They can't go around arresting people individually because they'll just two more will crop up, you know. So there's this guy. He's played by Don Jen. I'm going to mess
Is that the bloke from Train to Busan?
Train to Busan. He's a massive guy. I think he's MMA in real life, and he's just a great actor. People struggle with subtitled films. Obviously, I don't speak Korean.
Yeah.
But
I love subtitle films.
Yeah, he's really funny, and he just plays this weary sort of seen it all guy. The first scene we see him in, there's a knife fight starts in his district, and he just goes up, grabs both guys' hands, breaks the guy's wrist, tells a guy to stop selling knives so people can stop fighting with his knives.
Yeah.
Just really down to earth stuff. It's about these Chinese gang. They're debt collectors, and they're known for taking your limbs. So there's some gory scenes in this. There's some horrible sort of dismemberment scenes.
Is it? So it's like an 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the acting's great.
I find that Korean films, even no matter how brutal or violent they are, they do comedy in it really well.
Yeah.
They know how to do it right.
Mate, this compared to the films I think you're talking about, this is not that violent.
Okay.
It's quite a realistic, gritty drama.
Is it a bit like
I'm trying to think of something.
Memoirs of a Murderer? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it that kind of feel?
It's not as dark as that.
Okay.
But yeah, we always talk about, like you just talked about, a really good comic, graphic novel. This is a really good film that I want people to see. People might pass Reborn by. People would pass The Outlaws by. They just won't have heard of it.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting there and you want to be really entertained, and there's a shit ton of brilliant action, and he's the ultimate badass.
Yeah.
And there's really good.
Because he's great in Train to Busan.
Yeah.
Right. Where he wraps his arms up and he fights the zombies.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That was one of the best zombie films I've seen in
And that had
years.
good humour as well.
Yeah.
You care about the characters. But with this, he's like a big macho bloke, but they've got really weird scenes in it. Like, he can't reach his tricep, so he gets one of his colleagues to put moisturiser on his part of his arm and stuff like that. It's really good. And it's really, the scenes are really tense because obviously they're kind of undercover police. They don't, the serious crime squad, they don't wear uniforms.
Yeah.
And they're in the restaurant at the same time as this Chinese gang come in, and it's all like someone has to go and Sneak over there, just man the door. Sneak over there, go and follow that bloke to the loo. And it all kicks off.
Yeah.
And people get, injured. People get in the line of fire. And this one night where they have to get everyone at the same time, things don't quite go to plan.
Okay.
There's a great fight scene at an airport in the end. And he's just so down to earth, this character of Don Yen.
Did you watch it with your wife?
No. She doesn't watch, do you know this? She doesn't watch subtitled films.
I don't know why people, because like, as soon as you mention this sometimes to people, you go, oh, if you watch this, and they're like, oh, I don't like subtitles.
Well, I always say this, I'm not against cinema, but we're never going to get my favourite films at cinema because they're all foreign.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best films I've seen recently was Under the Shadow. It's an Iranian film. I say that to people, they're like, fuck off, I'm not watching an Iranian film. It's brilliant. It's so well done.
Mate.
I had to go to a picture house cinema to see that.
I know they're doing I've got a few favourite Korean films. Most of my favourite Korean films, like Old Boy. We all love Old Boy. A Bittersweet Life. I love that film.
Yeah.
And they're remaking that into an American film.
We're going to get a lot of remake. I was really into horror, so sort of Japanese, even Indonesian films
like The Ring and stuff like that.
Yeah. And all those have sort of been remade. None of them are as good as the originals, but people don't watch them because they've got to read.
And you could put dubbed on, but then it's not the same, and then you get annoyed with it.
Oh, mate,
I don't mind dubbed in like things like Studio Ghibli films.
Yeah.
Because I watch that with my kids. We watch Kiki Delivery Service.
So, The Witch.
All right, and I put that on dubbed, and it's fine.
It's great for kids.
Yeah, my kids
and they have good casts.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was Patrick Stewart in Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind.
Yeah.
I think there's some big names, big actors in that. I always prefer subtitles, but if you can't watch it with subtitles, definitely at least go and see it. Watch it with your dubs or whatever you want.
So, yeah, great, man. Cool.
Right, you'll love it, and I guarantee you'll go and buy it.
I'll check it out before the next episode.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, mate. Okay, guys. I never say guys.
Okay, listeners.
Okay, listeners. Just my mic. That's all for this week. Next week, we're going to go see The Meg, right?
Yes, because you want to see The Meg. I really want to see Teen Titans, so I'm going to probably have to see that as well.
I want to see Teen Titans as well.
So maybe we should do that.
Can I just say this? Teen Titans, I already know, is going to be a better film than The Meg.
Yeah.
But The Meg, I love films like natural. Is it horror? I don't know, just natural thrillers.
Yeah.
Where there's a shark or an octopus or a fucking alligator. I love films like that.
Let's put a bet down now, right? We're going to watch this film.
For The Meg.
Yeah, The Meg. We're going to see The Meg. I'm going to try to see Teen Titans as well. How long in before Statham takes off his t-shirt? Because he takes off his shirt in every film.
Well, you got your fingers crossed.
Her favourite film's Transporters.
Yeah.
He takes his clothes off.
Yeah, had he got all the oil on him? Transporter's number one?
Yeah.
Sorry, Transporter number one. Yeah, he will definitely get his shirt off. Oh, I'm going to say his first scene will be him taking his shirt off.
I'm going to say 17 minutes in.
17. We're doing minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and be closer than 17. I'll say 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. That's just a bit of fun for us. But
Tell you what happens next week.
Yeah, cool.
Teen Titans as well. We can talk about that and what you've been up to.
I'll probably do it as what you've been up to.
Yeah, do it as what you've been up to. But the main review next week, join us. We'll be reviewing The Meg with the ridiculous shark and the ridiculous Jason Statham, who we love, even though he's ridiculously macho. Yeah, my wife loves the sound that he makes. I can't do it, mate. Jason Statham. I can't.
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you want to sign off? Do you want to say anything else?
If you want to send us a message or just say hello, it's at Tuesday Brewcast. You find us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Tuesday Brewcast. Send us any messages. No,
that'd be great. Messages?
Not any message, do we?
I know. Relevant messages. Yeah.
Also, you can listen to us on iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, and you can just download or stream off our website at chooseabrew.com.
Brilliant.
Also, you can follow me at Loki Amos.
Me, there's nothing on there, but Mr. Tyler Solze.
And that's it.
See you next week.
Thank you.